accountants role are also evaluating. So accountants, with the automation, accountants are and will be evolving as a strategic partner. So they are not only going to do the accounting, prepare the journals, and prepare the P&L. They would be looking at more as a strategic partner to evaluate the results and provide insights rather than just only prepare. Accountants are also required to ensure the data integrity and security, because we are working on cloud-based software, as we have discussed in our previous slides. They are change enabler into the organization because the digital transformation requires change management. So they become the change enabler because they understand the processes very well. They have to also be practicing the emotional intelligence to drive the team performance, because the emotional intelligence is getting more and more important being we are away from each other. So there are emotional intelligence when you are working on the Zoom. There are emotional intelligence when you are dealing with the performance issues. There are emotional intelligence required when you have a conflict, or when you have a change, right? And the accountants are also required to align the business process with the goal. So there is a shift from what we expect from accountants in the past and what we expect from accountants now, right? So accountants are no more required to prepare the data or prepare the financial statements only. They are more involved in strategic partnership, data integrity, emotional intelligence, and the business processes. So that's the shift in the accounting role. There's a shift in the demands from the accountants. So what does mean for accounting industry? It means that the accountants have to learn more on data analysis, change management, or you can call it a project management. Have to be emotionally intelligent, means you have to be able to drive the emotional intelligence towards the team performance. So you have to manage the team members as individuals. There are no more rule based management, and also have to deal with the situation as it around, especially when it comes to the individual peoples, and also align the processes with their goals. Then the next change which we see are the data visualization, analytics, and forecasting tools. So there are few apps which helps in data visualization. So the Power BI and Tableau is helping with the data visualization, which takes the real-time data from your servers and put it onto the dashboards. Then there are Delphi and Cognos, which are used for forecasting. Forecasting is getting more and more important, especially during when we are uncertain, when we are changing the planning very often. So we have to change the forecast of our business so that we have a very strong plan of what is the business on the books, how much expense we should commit, what should be the commitment towards the capital budgeting. So that requires you to have a robust forecasting system or budgeting system. Now, Excel is a very powerful tool, but it's not as good as when it comes to multiple locations, when it comes to consolidating the data into one sheet. So the automated softwares like Delphi or Cognos comes in handy when where you are have to collaborate multiple businesses into one or multiple locations into one. Excel can help, but it's prone for errors. So the benefit of these are they have AI tools for visualization and also for the forecasting. They can generate a pre-forecast, so which you can use. Easier consolidation for business units, locations, systems into one place, and also create a data model for future visualization and control, or comparing the actual versus the business. And sharing and publishing again is insights are much more easier in Power BI and Delphi, not in Excel, because you have to share the entire file. So only analyzing the data is not important. The sharing and the publishing of this data to the end user is even equally important, right? So that's the power when it comes to Power BI and Tableau, Delphi, and Cognos. So if you are not aware of these tools or yet, or if you don't know how to use these tools yet, I would encourage you to go and learn these, because these are going to be the future for accountants. Then the next thing the data is been changing is the data security. As we have seen that there are cloud-based accounting software, we are using a lot of data. We are aiming towards a data digital transformation, but we have to be remembering that as of now, whatever data we have digitally, there is a 29% of the frauds which happens due to cyber attacks. So not attach is cyber attacks and the data thefts. Around $49 billion are left are lost every year due to this cyber attacks and data theft. There has been many organizations which are under attack like Samsung, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Marriott. They all become victims. And most important thing, the personal data of the customers, the credit card information, the bank account information is stolen, and sometimes they are blackmailed. There are power attacks which which use the denial of service attacks. So these companies have to shell out millions in order to fix those things, and it also creates a a problem with their brand and with their recognition in or their brand image in the market. So that requires more, and with the more cloud computing and planning, the risk increase, right? So we have to manage those risk again, and then because we are handling the accounting and finance, so we must also be aware of data security challenges and cyber security laws. So we are not. I'm not saying that we must be well aware with the cyber security. We have to learn cyber security, but we must know the best practices so that we don't get into the trap of the hackers or the fraudsters, so that our data is gone. Because there are many ways on the social media on the that makes the people's fool, or ask them to clickbait, and then their whole system is hacked and the data is theft. And since accounting and finance employees keep a lot of data on their systems, and most of them is really private, so it has to be they have to be more careful in that.